Have a seat. This seat is yours. Dinah Neal, have a seat. We'll talk to you about Northeast Guilford basketball. Tell us about this basketball team. What's turned this thing around? A lot of excitement now. People are talking about Northeast again, and they're talking about Northeast in a good way these days.
There's a lot to say about Northeast. I mean, we really came a long way, like a really long way. As for the coaching staff, as for just leadership-wise, we've all just got a better team bond and just been like a better teammate to each other.
How is the difference, say, from what you were going through last year, struggling some? This year you're seeing some results and seeing more of a finished product. How is it different this year from last year? And what did Coach Steele bring when he came in and went to work with you young ladies?
Well, it was different last year because we weren't really like a team. There's a lot of individuals on the team and stuff like that. But as for this year, it's like they're like my little sisters. I have big sisters as well. When we're on the court, we communicate better. Off the court, we talk about personal problems or just everything, just like a whole team, family environment.
Did once you started winning, did that kind of help change things, make things better?
Definitely, yeah. Winning is always going to be a positive.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Once you feel a little reinforcement, the win's kind of like reinforcement that you're working hard and you're seeing some kind of reward for the job you've done.
Right. That's always a great thing.
How has your game changed and gotten better? I mean, you've been a good scorer for a while. I always see that name popping up quite a bit. How's your game changed some this year?
I would have to say my game has changed or improved. As for getting everyone else involved, I've always been, like, from my freshman year to my junior year, it's kind of been in my area to like to score, like Coach Steele said.
The problem is sometimes, in your case before, is where I've got to score.
Yeah.
When I can probably score, and people put the pressure on you to get the points. So you're going to get maybe 20, maybe even 25, but in most cases against most teams, that'll be quite not enough.
Yeah.
So there's too much on you to try to provide that scoring, and you can't even focus on the rest of your game.
So this year, since I have Michelle Jeffries, she's really has helped me out a lot. When I know for sure that if I pass it the ball, we can get like a 3. So.
Is the 3 your shot, or is the pull up 2 your shot, and lay up your shot? What's your shot?
Oh, I definitely like my crossover and getting to the basket. I love contact. I'm an aggressive player, so that's what I look for.
What did you do during the off season? Kind of workouts? What teams were you involved with? What did you do away from basketball when last year ended? What did you do to get ready for this year?
During the off season, I played with Carolina Raina Lee, which was.
Is that Coach Williams?
Well, she was assistant coach.
Okay.
The head coach was Chris Hardy.
Okay.
And we bonded, Ursula's team with his team. We came together and stuff. And I worked on a lot of things, like all around the board, conditioning to just playing basketball drills and stuff like that. But yeah, everything was really good.
Put a lot of time in, I bet.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you do any kind of drills and lifting and all kinds of different things to go with that?
Yeah, I did a lot of weightlifting as well. I mean, right now I'm in weight training.
Who's teaching that to you over there?
Coach Suggs.
Coach Suggs, yeah, Chris Suggs.
Yeah.
Man, shout out for Coach Suggs. Always get his name. He's a true blood. He's talking about a Northeast Guilford Ram. He has no red in his body system. It's all blue.
Right.
Man, it's good to have him on board. He's teaching in the old weight too, doing a good job in that class, I bet. Picking up some good things.
Right.
And so you did a lot of other things too, conditioning and things like that too prior to the season?
Track. We stayed on the track. At the beginning of my AAU season, we stayed on the track a lot, which I'm not a big, track and stuff like that, but I mean, it is what you have to do.
It helps.
So,
yeah. Did you run cross country or run some during the fall to get ready?
No, I didn't do cross country, but I made sure I was in shape. I was ready for basketball season coming up.
Now, you did some of the track stuff before. Were you actually on the track team or just worked out at the track?
Just worked out on the track.
Yeah, I didn't know if Coach Blue recruited you for that track team over at Northeast.
He talked about it, but I was feeling it.
Some good days. How far do you think you can go with this team this year? Is there any kind of ceiling that you've reached already, or how far can this team go?
Well, I mean, I have high expectations.
Okay, share those
always.
with us.
Well, let's go ahead and speak in advance. We will be winning that game on Monday against Eastern Guilford.
So Monday is Eastern Guilford.
Yes,
wow, that's a huge game.
Huge
Monday.
Game.
Wow, that's got to be probably at their place at the Higher City team.
Place.
Got to go to Eastern on Monday. That's major business at hand already.
Right.
Yeah.
So not only that, but I feel as though we can. Well, last year, which was a big thing, we went to the first round of playoffs, and who played South Johnston, and we lost, but it was still a big accomplishment just for that team team. But this year, I feel like we can go way past first round.
So, where you finished in the regular season, that's probably already got you assured of at least a playoff spot. You're in the playoffs already.
Yeah.
Just got to go on the mission now to win the Mid-State 3A Conference tournament.
Handle business.
So, Eastern Guilford's coming up Monday at their place. It's going to be a huge game. Who gets your attention on the Eastern Guilford team? I know you got to be thinking about some player. You want to do what you need to do. Northeast has got to play their game. You got to play your game. That's most important. But any players on that Wildcat group of ladies? Lady Cats, the guy, the PA announcer is crazy. I know that guy. I listen to him all the time. Yeah. He's going to be wide open. But the Lady Cats team able to get your attention on that team?
I would have to say the person that gets my attention the most would have to be Leasia.
Gotcha. Little point guard.
Yeah.
Can't forget her. That number one stands out.
Because the point guard gets everything started. She gets the whole team flowing and stuff like that. So
when you're in your defensive set, are you watching her, covering her? You guard her?
Yeah, definitely. Because if we stop her, no, I'm not really worried about anybody else. So.
Will it be you one-on-one on her, covering her?
And sometimes it can be, but the defense that Coach Steele has us in, it kind of addresses everything.
Switch around a little zone, a little man-to-man, both. Kind of use both then. So Eastern Guilford Monday, that's all you got on your plate right now. Practice tomorrow. You guys are still working out the rest of this week, getting ready. What do you do on the weekend? Getting ready for Monday's game. Do anything special during the weekend?
I'll be in the gym, getting some shots up, stuff like that. I might even go to Sportsplex and work out with my trainer.
Who's the trainer? Can we mention that?
I work out with Delaney and Clay Vaughn.
Oh, Mr. Ingram, huh? Mr. Clay Vaughn Ingram. Man, we know those guys well, the Phoenix men.
Right.
So you're actually working out with the guys coaching that New Hope Christian Academy group over there.
Right.
So Mr. Delaney Rudd and Mr. Clay Vaughn Ingram, give those guys a mention. We talked about your record in Mid-State 3A this year. You're 8-8 in the conference, 11-11 overall. Do you feel good about where you're at this year, where you've come as far as how far you've come from last year?
Yes, I mean, we improved one game, well, 2 games, I think, because last year we were 7-11, I think, in conference. So, I mean, improvement's always better. So,
if you had a vote, would you vote for Coach Steele for the Coach of the Year in the conference based upon what your team has done, what he's been able to do with you girls this year?
Definitely.
Coach Steele gets your vote?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think you'd get mine too. I mean, nothing against Coach Furlow, Coach Britton, or Coach Cole, or Coach Wall, others in the conference, but boy, you take a team like he's done and get you where you're at today, it's come a long way for you.
Long way.
Long way. Favorite class over at Northeast this day? Is it the weight training class or some other favorite class?
It's hard work, but I would have to say science is my favorite class.
Okay. Who teaches that over there?
Miss Burton.
And what kind of science you guys study? I know it's probably not just general, it's probably a specific area.
Yeah, it's chemistry.
Doing the chemistry. So you're in the chemistry class and enjoying that, doing well.
Right.
Shows up good on the old card, and the report card's looking good.
Yeah.
Got a least favorite class when it's really tough over there?
Math.
Math is tough.
Math.
Interesting. Sometimes the math and sciences kind of go together. In your case, they kind of are different a little bit there.
It's I guess you can say that it's like different stuff like that, but at the end of the day, what I want to go to college for, which is criminal justice and forensic science and all that, I have to know how to
criminal
deal with
justice, and where will you go to get that degree? Where do you think you're going?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided, but
still looking.
Yeah.
The field is still open there. Favorite sport other than basketball? Got a favorite sport besides the basketball?
Basketball is my primary sport, but I have played volleyball my freshman and sophomore year, and I decided to stop that and focus on basketball fully.
Talk about the game changer. What do you think a game changer is, and who's the game changer on your team?
I would say everybody. Everybody can put a little bit in at any given time. So I like the fact that no one on the team is just a guarantee. It's like everybody can help out.
Got to be aware of everybody then.
Right.
Can't focus on just one player.
Right.
How about down the road, about 20, 25 years from now, where you see yourself?
I see myself coaching basketball.
Coaching, okay.
Definitely, and also graduating and being able to be independent.
You got basketball blood in your family? Family's a big basketball family?
Yeah, my brother, Michael.
You're not related to Curly Neal, are you? Freddie Neal, Curly Neal?
Yeah.
Globetrotter?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
The Curly Neal, the Freddie Neal, those guys?
No, Curly Neal.
Yeah.
Globetrotter, yeah.
Oh, the haircut? Nice haircut. Look, that's your relative?
My cousin.
Man, we got a lot of history here tonight. So you're Curly Neal's cousin?
Yeah.
Do you ever see those family members?
I see them here and there, but no, we just keep in touch with them.
That's history right there. Big stuff, big stuff. So the family is all about basketball then.
Yeah. Oh, like I was saying, Michael Bolton, that's my brother. He supports me all the time.
Yeah.
And he played at Smith. He was real good with point guard and stuff like that. So
I see a little bit of the Curly Neal eyes in your look there. The face looks some Curly Neal looks.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot of connections.
Right.
If you had to go back and do it all over again, you do it the same way or you make some changes?
no, I would not make any changes at all. I would stay in Northeast, continue my whole career out of Northeast, would not go to another high school or nothing.
Everything stays the same.
Yeah.
If you play basketball for any college team in the country, which college do you think you'd like to play for?
It's a good question. I would have to just throw one out there, Maryland.
Maryland, yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
pretty well these days, yeah.
They're pretty nice.
One I hadn't thought about until now, since I asked you that question. Maybe I'll throw out UConn. Maybe I'd like to play for UConn as well as they do, but that'd be a tough coach to play for
Yeah.
there. What about if you could bring in LeBron James, Michael Jordan, or Kobe Bryant in their prime, those guys in their prime, and add them to your Northeast Guilford team for the tournament next week? Which of those three do you bring in? Who do you choose? Would it be LeBron in his prime, Michael in his prime, or Kobe in his prime, and they join your team? You get an extra player for the tournament. Who do you bring in?
I'm guessing LeBron James.
Yeah, still, you know more about him watching him play
Yeah.
during your time. Man, if you could bring Curly Neal in, I would bring Curly. Not you mentioned him, I'd bring him above all those guys
Yeah.
and put him at point guard because
Right.
the other team would never get the ball. I mean, the way the guy dribbles, they never would touch the ball.
Yeah.
How about take a photograph of your basketball life? Got the snapshot, got the selfie of you. What would we see if we look at a photograph of your basketball life? Look at that picture. What do we see there?
Me getting an N1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Driving a basket, getting it.
Getting an N1, making it.
Gotcha.
Celebrating.
End of the game winning shot. Tie it with a 2-point shot and win it with a free throw. Maybe?
2-point shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to do it with the and one.
Yeah.
Well, Dinah, outstanding job.
Thank you.
And that Curly Neal family heritage, I would never let that go.
Yeah.
Got to keep that forever. Send over